Okay, so this video has no script. I kind of just woke up in the morning and I saw this, and I thought I should get my thoughts. So Thomas and Friends, Mattel, technically, they dropped the trailer for Thomas and Friends Toy Stories. Really helpful engines. The special coming out in September, and well, I have some thoughts. Honestly, I don't know what to say about it. I don't have a script or anything. I would say I have mixed feelings on it. I would say the good things are like it's pretty cool to see the new characters and new designs. I would say they don't look as bad as they do in the toy version. James though, holy shit, James looks really bad in CGI. Like I mean, not the model, but like, the face. It's horrible. Like it's not good. And some of the animation looks good. The paint jobs on the engines, and honestly, I don't mind the faces as much. The faces look better in CGI, I would say, than in the toy version. In the toy version, some of the landscape looks very beautiful. It's very pretty. It's very nice. And some of the lighting's pretty good. The setting, that sunset towards the end of the video with I think it was like Rosie, like Percy were there too. Like some crane truck was there. They were like carrying them out. That shot with the sunset, that looked really good. Um, and yeah, like the animation looks pretty good overall. Like it looks pretty great. I would say. Much better than all engines go. That's for sure. Some of the voice cast is pretty good. The trains, Thomas Percy, Rosie. All the small engines are voiced by kids, which I'm fine with. I don't really care that much. Um, the voice actors for some of the other engines are pretty good. I'd say. Sir Top and Matt sounds good. Gordon sounds pretty good too. I'd say. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's some good things here. The animation, some of the voice acting's pretty good. Um, you know, some of the faces, the animation, the animation, the voice acting, the landscapes, the settings. It looks pretty good. I'd say overall, but there are some really bad. There are some not. I wouldn't say horrific things, but there's some things that kind of irk me. The one thing is that the show looks very, very. What's the word? I guess I would say kidified. It looks very kidified, and what I mean by kidified is that to me it looks like they're really, really, really dumbing down everything um, for its new audience. But I mean, obviously the show is for kids, but to me, this reminds me of when they rebooted Bob the Builder. If you guys don't know, Bob the Builder was a stop motion animation television show, but then they rebooted it to be CGI, and things got dumber and lazier, and the writing wasn't as good. And to me, this is like the thing that's happening. They're doing the same thing that they did to Bob the Builder. They're turning it into CGI and they're making it not as good. And you can say the argument is for and you can make the argument that they did that for the the Sharon Rail era when they went to CGI during I think season 13. But still, this feels more like what they did to Bob the Builder than what they did to Thomas back in back in season 13. Um, yeah, no, it looks to me it looks like it's going for a very, very young audience, not for like older fans or for older fans, not for people who've been around the fan base for a long time. It seems like Mattel's going very, very young for it, but then again, I'm not too sure what they're really going for. I mean, the special, I mean, it's called a really helpful engine, so I mean, obviously the engines are going to be helpful working jobs. I think Thomas was delivering the mail. Gordon was like picking up some freight. Um, Thomas had some like green coaches. I think he like delivered eggs at one point in the video. And yeah, I know it looks very young. It doesn't look smart per se. And I mean, I'm not saying that's gonna be bad. I'm just saying it doesn't look smart. It does it to me it feels like it's going to dumb down to the audience, which is mostly kids. But I feel like it's going to dumb down to people. It's gonna tell people what the lessons are instead of them being subtle about it. And to me, I'm just confused by Mattel's marketing. Like to me, like the special comes out in a month, and what's really weird is that the special it's coming out in two different ways. So it's coming out on YouTube, September 17th, and then Netflix September 30th. And to my rebuttal to that is like why why would you release them on 2 different days? Because if it's gonna come out on YouTube first, and who's gonna watch it when it comes out on Netflix? Like no one's gonna care for it. If I mean, to me, in my opinion, no one's gonna care for it when it comes out on Netflix on September 30th, because it's been like 2 weeks since it came out on YouTube. And to me, I mean, I'm not sure if YouTube's. I'm not sure if they would make more money on Netflix or YouTube. I guess I would say YouTube because more ads, which hell yeah. But Netflix is a pretty big platform, so it just seems weird that they would release that on 2 separate days instead of the same day. So that's just, to me, that's just weird. And to me, my theory is that Mattel was waiting to release this trailer until the toys were selling out, because to me, I feel like what they were doing is that they were waiting to see if the toys were going to sell out. And to my point of view, it seems like the toys are selling really, really well. So to me, that's my theory. That's what I think. I think that's why they waited so long to drop the trailer, because they're waiting to see how well the toys were being sold at Walmart, at Target, all those locations. And I think there's. I mean, I haven't bought it yet because I'm broke, but yeah, I mean, it seems like the toys are selling really well, so I can see why they dropped. To me, that's my opinion. That's why they dropped the trailer so late, because they're gonna wait to see how the toys did. And yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's cool seeing Rosie. Also, by the way, about Rosie, Rosie is part of the main Steam team, because at the beginning of the shot, she's in the timid sheds, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 slots in the shed, and so mind you, there's no one in. So Thomas is in the first booth. Henry's in the second booth. Rose is in the third. Percy's in the fourth. Gordon's in the fifth, and James is in the seventh. There's no one in the sixth slot in the sheds. So my theory is that who's gonna fill in that spot as one of the main characters of the Steam team? I mean, I'm not sure if they're gonna do the Steam team thing in the season, but who's gonna take that spot? Who's gonna take that spot? I'm assuming it's gonna be Edward, because by the way, Henry is back in the sheds, which is pretty cool. And also Bruno, or whatever that I forgot his name, but it's Bruno, right? Bruno, something like that. Let me check actually. I'm pretty sure his name is Bruno. That break fan orange thing. Yeah, Bruno. Bruno is also at Timothy's sheds, but he's not in one of the main sheds. He's in a shed next to it. So I'm assuming that he's gonna be part of the main cast. I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna be part of the main episodes a lot, just because of that. Also, the Timothy sheds has a big sign above it that says Timothy sheds. So to me, that just gives me more evidence that they're gonna play down to the audience. To me, that's my opinion. I'm not too sure, but yeah. I have mixed thoughts. The animation, the character designs. I'm getting more used to it. I think it looks pretty good, honestly. But to me, just the way that it looks, it just not the way it looks, but the way that it's presenting itself with the dialogue and the voice acting. Even though I like the voice acting, it sounds good for these characters. It sounds good. It just sounds like they're dumbing it down with the dialogue. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be very smart. That's just my opinion. Also, it seems like the movie's gonna be a musical, because Thomas was singing it, there was a part of the trailer where Thomas was singing, not to the audience watching the trailer, but to in the movie itself. So I think this movie might be a musical, which I mean, I love musicals, and the last musical they did, I think, was the Great Race, or A Journey Beyond Sword, one of those, I think. Yeah, and I love the music from those movies, but I don't know if the music's gonna be that good in this special, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, I have mixed thoughts. There's parts of it that looks good, parts of it looks not that good. To me, it seems like they're really, really dumbing it down. That's my opinion personally. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I really don't. I hope it's gonna be at least decent. I'm shooting for decent right now, because I don't know though. We'll see. Maybe By the way, this is a special. It's not the show, so maybe the show will be better. But then again, I'm not sure. If it's gonna be good or not, because I haven't seen it yet, obviously. But just from my point of view, it doesn't look like it's gonna be that great. But we'll see, man. I love the animation. I love the character designs. I'm more used to that. I love the landscape, the settings, and some of the voice acting. But to me, it just seems like they're really, really dumbing it down, and to me, that's not a good thing. But we'll see. We will see what happens next.